Good day, everyone. Father Jim here. Hope you're doing well on this Thursday. It is the 11th day of January. Again, I'll be reading from both of our readings from our liturgy today. Our first reading continues that story in the first book of Samuel. We're in chapter 4 now, beginning with verse 1. The Philistines gathered for an attack on Israel. Israel went out to engage them in battle and camped at Ebenezer, while the Philistines camped at Aphek. The Philistines then drew up in battle formation against Israel. After a fierce struggle, Israel was defeated by the Philistines, who slew about 4,000 men on the battlefield. When the troops retired to the camp, the elders of Israel said, "Why has the Lord permitted us to be defeated today by the Philistines? Let us fetch the ark of the Lord from Shiloh, that it may go into battle among us and save us from the grasp of our enemies." So the people sent to Shiloh and brought from there the ark of the Lord of hosts, who was enthroned upon the cherubim. The two sons of Eli, Hophni and Phinehas, were with the ark of God. When the ark of the Lord arrived in the camp, all Israel shouted so loudly that the earth resounded. The Philistines, hearing the noise of shouting, asked, "What can this loud shouting in the camp of the Hebrews mean?" On learning that the ark of the Lord had come into the camp, the Philistines were frightened. They said, "Gods have come to their camp." They said also, "Woe to us! This has never happened before. Woe to us! Who can deliver us from the power of these mighty gods? These are the gods that struck the Egyptians with various plagues and with pestilence. Take courage and be manly, Philistines. Otherwise you will become slaves to the Hebrews as they were your slaves. So fight manfully." The Philistines fought, and Israel was defeated. Every man fled to his own tent. It was a disastrous defeat, in which Israel lost 30,000 foot soldiers. The ark of God was captured, and Eli's two sons, Hophni and Phinehas, were among the dead. Turning to our gospel today, St. Mark chapter 1, beginning with verse 40. A leper came to Jesus and kneeling down begged him and said, "If you wish, you can make me clean." Moved with pity, he stretched out his hand, touched the leper, and said to him, "I do will it, be made clean." The leprosy left him immediately, and he was made clean. Then warning him sternly, he dismissed him at once. Then he said to him, "See that you tell no one anything, but go show yourself to the priest and offer for your cleansing what Moses prescribed. That will be proof for them." The man went away and began to publicize the whole matter. He spread the report abroad, so that it was impossible for Jesus to enter a town openly. He remained outside in deserted places, and people kept coming to him from everywhere. Well, going back to our first reading, desperate Israelites under attack from their Philistine enemies, they try to manipulate God to act in their favor by carrying the Ark of the Covenant to the battle, sort of like using it as a good luck charm. The Ark, of course, was a very sacred relic of God's chosen people. It housed the tablets of God, the Ten Commandments, in which God had inscribed his law, and serving as representation of the very presence of God among them. It was the throne of God. Well, as we heard, the strategy proves disastrous. The Israelites are defeated. Eli's two sons, Hophni and Phinehas, who were certainly not great men in themselves as well, if you read the stories, they're killed, and the ark of God is captured. Not to worry, though, there is a little bit of a humorous side to this story. They do get it back, because once the ark goes into the Philistine camp, God causes an outbreak of hemorrhoids, and so they basically throw it back at the Israelites. But turning to our gospel, the power of the Lord is approached far differently. The leper approaches Jesus. He trusts Jesus, that Jesus can heal him. But he also has the humility to know that the choice is up to Jesus. And Jesus does heal the leper, with the result that the leper is now free to move about as he wishes in the community, a freedom that Jesus no longer has because of the crowds who wish to approach him. Jesus' love and mercy are given freely despite the pain that results for him. Of course, that's a foreshadowing of his loving sacrifice on the cross. We must learn that when we feel desperate for a particular result, as if we always know best, that is a cue instead to trust not only that God wants to help us, but that he will do so in the best way for us and also at the best time. And so, like the leper, we rejoice when he does. Thursday's here. Let's keep praying for one another as we continue to move through this week. Hope your day is going well. I'll keep praying for you as well. God bless you.